Okay, so are you guys part of Black Lives Matter, Antifa, I guess the movement, I guess in general, either of them? If you guys are post asking.
Unaffiliated.
Awesome.
Anything.
So what is your view with the whole George Floyd and everything? The incident.
Got killed from the hand of police. Another one broadcasted to the news simultaneously to everyone. This one started kind of a big protest, but it's something that's a problem. It just comes about a lot at certain times that are pretty fucking coincidental at times.
How about, sorry.
Yeah, there's been a long list of them.
Same thing with him?
Yeah.
And then, so with the rioting and looting and all that, I know I asked, some of the other people hear that. What's your view on that? And do you think that's going to escalate the situation? Do you think that's going to accomplish anything, I guess, in a way?
Definitely escalate the situation. Definitely escalate.
Your view?
If something doesn't bend, then eventually something will break. So people tried a peaceful riot. That was the whole Kaepernick kneeling. There was a sense of peaceful there that it didn't do too much, and so there was an amount of breaking that's been happening around the country, which is, it's pretty cool, but it's at some point not effective at all.
Yeah.
So at the beginning it's cool, but now we're fucking a weekend and people are still fucking looting shit.
Yeah.
We need to tighten up. First day, cool. Broke shit. You proved your point.
So one thing that I'm really confused on, and I've been trying to figure it out, is, I hear a lot about the looting, So I'm going to kind of break it down a little bit, is, do you think looting, I guess, a police station would be beneficial to get this stuff fixed? Looting, burning it down, that sort of stuff.
I think that what happened in Minneapolis, me personally, was that was the fucking crescendo. That should have been it. The police station burned, that proves a point. I don't think that it's necessarily something that I would orchestrate myself, but the fact that it did happen is that's a good point. I think that if we keep on fucking doing shit like that, though, we're proving exactly why we need police. So,
yeah.
Like I said before, you kind of just gotta polish this shit up. It's fucking, we're on the right track, but just fucking wild right now.
Yeah. So I know I don't think you answered it already, but how about stores, looting and rioting stores?
That's its own thing.
Kind of not working, I guess, or working, not working. Huh?
I don't think it proves any. I don't.
You get kind of the same thing with the police station, except not as much with the looting, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Kind of not worth it. It doesn't do anything, doesn't accomplish, or does it accomplish something?
I don't think necessarily. I think it's just collateral.
So
honestly.
kind of collateral damage, I guess.
Yeah, I could say.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I have an opinion on it or not.
And then, like you said, I know you guys said you're kind of you're not part of either of the groups or movements, Antifa or Black Lives Matter. So I mainly only asked this question to them, but I'm going to ask it to you as well. What would your view be if someone's, thought the group Black Lives Matter, or at least the phrase, if not the group, is racist?
I can understand how it could be I could understand how. You got an idea on this? Because I gotta think about this.
Do your research. The more you look into it, the more you'll understand. That's all it is. Ignorance is shown a lot nowadays. One thing that can be changed is just by reading. Not listening to just one news source. Listen to multiple. Seeing many opinions. Getting the whole story.
Making your own opinion. Not just being fucking spoon-fed whatever the fuck's on TV. Or your social media, because that shit's all edited too. Fucking, I edit videos all the time. You know, it's fucking easy as shit. Anyone with a computer anyone can give you a story from their side. You know, so a lot of it is actually coming out here or wherever, going out in the world and figuring out, you know, your own experience.
Okay. I got 2 more questions and I'm all good so I can get home. So like you said, this is sort of the same as the last one. You know, you both either aren't kind of part of it, so I'm trying to get your guys' point of view on it.
Absolutely.
So I know a lot of people get mad when you say all lives matter. What is your view? Like, would that, I guess, would that make you mad if you were part of their group?
I think that all lives do matter. You got a word on it?
Yeah, there was actually somebody posted a picture. There was I think it was John 3:15 was the verse about the 99 sheep and the one that goes missing. That one that goes missing is the thing we're facing right now. Just the police brutality and all that, and yeah, you gotta stick up for it, everybody.
I think that in every case of being a minority, whether it in this case be Black Lives or even in like a feminine rights type way, there's a sense of like, and maybe you can see it on a micro scale as well, but of being oppressed, then in order to become equal, people usually want more. You know, you've been oppressed, so like equal isn't equal until I've proven my shit to you. And so I feel like that's a little bit of what's going on in the whole Black Lives Matter. I take that back entirely, because that could be interpreted different, but I think that happens throughout different problems. You know, we compensate more when in reality, yeah, all lives do matter, you know, just the same.
Yeah.
But in this case right now, Black lives have obviously been oppressed and fucked with in the justice system. So
kind of like breast cancer awareness. It's not saying one cancer matter means all cancers matter.
Exactly.
Just an example I've seen people use elsewhere, like Facebook and stuff like that.
That's beautiful.
So figured I'd ask if that was a good example.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I like that, yeah.
And then this will actually be sort of a 2-part question. So I guess if you were to sit on the side of a political spectrum, would you say you're further on the right or further on the left?
Left, 100%.
I'm a fucking human, dude.
So kind of where you believe you are, so kind of in the middle, I guess, more.
I don't believe that we need to have a divide like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so let's prep question.
It's something that's forced in a sense.
Yeah.
Are you asking me, are you Democratic or are you Republican?
Yeah. And then I guess so this question probably only apply to him then. What is one thing you think you and then the farther right people could agree on, or do you think there's anything you guys could agree on?
Yeah, I mean, humanity has to agree on things to succeed. In order for everything in this world to change, people have to agree. It's got to be on lots of different things, not just one. Yeah.
So let's say I guess you're not really part of the Black Lives Matter movement or too much or anything, but I guess this would be your opinion from being an outside person. If some of the right group, people on the right, like the groups on the right, came together with the Black Lives Matter people, do you think to kind of go for this, accomplish the same thing, maybe in a little bit different ways, but accomplish the same thing? Do you think the Black Lives Matter people movement, the people in that, would support that?
That's a good question.
That's a really good
guys.
That is a really good question. I think that has to be one to tell with time.
See, that's the thing again with the compensation in my mind. It's like, you know, is there a sense of rage right now that's not going to be justified until, I don't know. But ideally, I would like to think that, yeah, they could ban arms. Because at least, like, in different cities now, they've got, like, cops that kneel and, like, they're walking together. So that's one side. But maybe, like, are you saying the police or the far right as in, like,
You could consider them the far right, I guess. I mean, they may disagree they're the far right because
that would
I've seen some of them, and some are far right, some are right, some are extremely far right.
I think that there's a phrase that goes around about like snakes in grass and shit, and so they're already enemy. They've proven to a certain degree of being villainous, and so if they did come together, it would like have to be under some fucking, like, you guys, they had to figure that out beforehand. Something, it's not gonna just happen in the street. If that happened in the street, that'd turn bad quick.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I'm gonna try to actually catch one of the Black Lives Matter movement leaders if they're still here. I had one more question for him now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
And that's it. So thank you.